Well, hello everyone again. So it is Sunday still today. Just making this update video on that machine right there. And if you can tell, we've got it together. Little refresher, I took this over on Monday, so like 6 days ago. And just left it there, and they said, oh yeah, we think we can fix it. And so I called them on Tuesday afternoon, and they said, we don't think we can fix it, we're having a hard time getting it to weld. So we're at Wednesday. So Wednesday I went and found the part new aftermarket for around $816 or something, and they thought it was gonna take a couple $100 to ship it here. So I got a hold of the machine shop where this was at, and they're like, oh, we think we can get it welded now. So they decided to weld it, and we got it on, I guess my dad picked it up on Thursday because I was gone hauling that tractor. And today is the first day I had time to look at it myself, so I got my handy dandy calipers that got a big old shattered screen, but I'm not really impressed. There's the end. It's not broke. You can see it's about an inch and 4/10, we're gonna call it, all the way around. I've kind of checked it already, so kind of already know. But anyhow, it's all the way around, and then you go to this end where they fixed it. Try this to have it right. And if you look at it, it's thinner where they welded it, and you can still see the crack there. I'm really not very impressed. This side's not terrible, but I measured it, and it is 2/10 smaller. Actually, yeah, 2/10, 1.2 inches, and over here it's 1.35. Yeah, 3.5, which does not seem like a lot of difference, but when you're talking it already broke there, why would they have not made it to be as thick as the rest of the piece? Because on this end, you just go down to the other end here, and I mean, it is the same thickness all the way around, if not even a little thicker right here where the other side broke. So I'm a little disappointed. I don't know what we're gonna do. So that's that problem. The next problem, another reason I haven't put it back together, is they gave us this stuff to put it back together, and I left them the pins, so they knew the size of the pins and the washers and stuff, and the bushing was on there, and the seals. Heavy equipment, they all have seals. You can see the seal around here, which is right here, but not a huge deal, just stiff. But anyhow, heavy equipment runs seals to keep the dirt off the pins. And you notice this side's missing a seal. So they said they never seen the seal. Well, it was on the pin. So I took it there. I got pictures of it on the pin. See, this side has the seal in it. And I'm going to see that as I rotate it. That side has a seal, but this side does not. So I'm back to a point where I've got to order seals. And I had so much stuff going on last week, I never had time to do it. So anyhow, I guess I haven't really decided. I think we're going to put it on there once we get the seal and try it out. And just go try to lift some dirt and whatnot and see if it breaks right away. Because if it breaks right away, I don't want it to be above my feed wagon, because that would do a lot of damage to my feed wagon. So anyhow, thought I'd do an update here, and I guess we'll probably finish it off sometime when I actually have a conclusion. And for those of you wondering what that is, I made that when I was in high school. It's a post pusher, but it wasn't made heavy enough, and I bent it. So I'm just got it in the shop here. I'm gonna use my plasma cutter and tear it apart. get the big cylinder off of it and stuff. All the iron that we don't need on there anymore. I figure I might as well make use of it somewhere else. But anyhow, well, hello everyone again. I'm just talking to my dad about this here payloader that is right in front of me, or well, not behind me. And he says to put it together and try it. So I guess we're gonna see what happens. Alright, well, I'll give you guys a shot of what I've got done so far. I've got the dog bone, as they call it, laid up in there. Got one of the pins started. And I guess I'm going to try to get in there. Let's see what happens. Alright, well, I got the first pin in. Just gonna go up and get the pin in there. And I gotta start this nut or the bolt here to hold that pin in. Don't drop it. Need an official camera person, I guess. Get my adjustable 9/16 out. Should have got my air wrench out, but I'll finish this and we'll see what happens, I guess. Well, hello everyone. Just got that back together, that loader bucket. I thought I would grease it up and then take you guys along with me to go try it. I really like this end. I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with it from other people's channel. That's why I bought one, because I thought, well, I had one that was supposed to lock on and it was junk. I actually think I threw it in the iron bucket. Just a few hours after I bought it, because it didn't work. I'm not greasing the whole loader for now, just the pin here that broke, or the part here that broke. Since I had it apart, I had all the grease cleaned off, or cleaned out of it. And then we're gonna go grab a couple bales and see if it holds up to that. And we'll see if it holds up to digging into a pile, if it survives the bale test. By the way, I was watching Mr. Nate, which he has a pretty good channel. I like his channel quite a bit. I gotta give him credit. He filmed with that set of sunglasses, and after watching his stuff, I kind of liked it. So I decided I need to buy a set. So this is the first time I've used these glasses to record something for the internet world. And we'll see how it turns out. I just used some a little bit, just trying them out or whatever, but we'll see how it works. And by the way, they haven't delivered my new piece of equipment. That old one's still sitting there, so I think I might call them tomorrow. Alright, well, I guess here's our first test of these bales. Well, I guess I'd say bales didn't break. Like I said in my earlier video or whatever, earlier part of this video, I guess I'm not real fond of how it turned out. I told him thought I could find one for around $800 plus shipping, and I really didn't want to spend a whole lot to fix it if I could buy a new piece for $800 plus the shipping, which was around 200 bucks. But they ended up fixing it, and it ended up costing $361 to fix this part, and I honestly don't think it's gonna hold up. I think it's gonna break over time, and I don't want to have to spend spend the money to put more into it, because that $1,000 so to speak piece now, if I just go buy a better one or a rebuilt one or whatever, it's gonna cost me quite a bit of money, well, pretty much $1,500 by the time I get it here to get it here, where I could have had it for $1,000. I just, on a farm, you don't want to be spending any more money where you don't have to. I guess I'm just shaking it to see if it makes sure it holds up to this shaking. I just want to run it through its paces, I guess, before I start using it to load our truck with manure or whatever, because I sure don't want, I'm going to open up the window, starting to fog up in here. I sure don't want to go out and start loading manure or loading our feed wagon and have this bucket break. That would do so much damage to a feed wagon or our truck. So I guess I might be a little hard on it in my little test here, digging into these piles, even though I probably really ain't being hard for what the machine's meant to do. But I am gonna bounce it around quite a bit. This is just stuff we scraped up that we spilt, or a little bit of manure that got spilled out of the pen. I hope you guys can hear all right with the door being open, but since it was fogging up, I decided I had to open the door. One of these days, I might start maybe tomorrow. I'll start hauling some manure out if the ground still froze. I'll haul this pile out. We haven't hauled this out for a long time, so it's due. And I wish I had someone to run the manure spreader. I'd start loading manure too. I got both door and window open now. I'm gonna just see how it works out with the wind and stuff. Some of the cabbies need to get out there and clean that pen out, but it's either been too thawed or it's been too froze. Like right now, it's too froze to do anything out there. But to me, these calves are looking pretty good. These are our smallest ones. They're looking pretty good. There's a few of them that definitely aren't quite big enough, but for the most part, I think we're doing okay. I'm gonna dig into this pile, and I think this pile over here might be a little more froze. Now that is a scoop. This has a 3 3/4 yard bucket on level. So I don't know what it holds when I got the grapple fork shut on it, but I'm sure it's quite a bit. Ooh, it stinks too. Wow. But I guess we'll, I think once I dump this bucket, we're gonna end the video here. I guess if it hopefully don't break on me when I dump it, but we'll see. And I guess we'll keep you updated on what ends up happening to this, if it ends up breaking or not breaking. But like I said, I think I'm probably gonna start hauling manure. We don't haul it with the spreader, we just haul it with our truck, and then we'll spread it when we have time, unless there's another person. But I'd really like to get some of this hauled out of the yard and whatnot. But anyhow, I guess please comment, rate, and subscribe. I guess for now I'm gonna say the payloader is fixed, and we will see what happens once we have it been using it for a while. Hopefully it holds up, but you never know, I guess. Thanks. Bye.